What's up guys, and welcome to another video in Wild Kinetics. My name is Elam, and today I'm going to be teaching you guys how to use the Loft tool in Onshape. If you haven't already, don't forget to drop a massive like on this video, subscribe to the channel down below in order for me to keep posting more videos, especially ones like this, and comment down below what you thought of the video, and if you have any other ideas, especially Onshape ideas that I can do. I know I haven't been posting with my normal schedule lately because I've just been really caught up with school and other things, but I'm gonna try to see if I can keep posting at the same time. So there are more videos to come about Onshape, other tutorials, and possibly some fitness later on if you're interested in those also. Without further ado, let's get started. Here I have an example of what a loft would be, or what you can do with the loft tool. If you don't know, the loft tool is up here. It kind of looks like, I guess, a little volcano next to the extrude, revolve, and sweep. This is the loft, so I'm just going to hover over here so you can kind of read what it does. If you're still a little confused about what it does, I'm basically just going to show you how you do it. But it basically, like extrudes it out like this, curves it in a way where it follows a certain path of, of sketches. So as you can tell here, I have different sketches. Let me just open up one of them. So this is my base sketch right here. I just made a simple rectangle, and then I made a plane. Planes are going to be your best friend when doing a loft. So then I made a second sketch here, and I made a third sketch, and then I made a loft. So that's what I'm going to walk you guys through today. To create a loft, first you're going to need to start a sketch on a certain plane. I'm going to use the top plane for this demonstration. I'm going to make a rectangle. So now you have this. Click check on your sketch, and then now you have a sketch. Alright, next what you're going to want to do is you want to click on your face and make a plane. So plane is right here next to this little spring-like tool, which is the helix tool. It looks like, I guess, a square inside of a square, if you can tell. It's just a plane where you can make sketch entities on, and you can split parts and other types of things, which I may go over in the future. The offset distance, it can be whatever you want. I'll just make it 4 for now. If you're doing this along with me, those are the dimensions I'm doing, but you're not limited to these dimensions. You can make it 1 inch, you can make it 100 inches if you wanted to. It really doesn't matter, or just make it to what you're doing. If you're doing like a practical object or invention or whatnot. So now you have your first plane right here, or your second plane really, and then I'm going to hit Shift S like this. And then now I'm going to make another rectangle. Now you're going to do your angle dimension with the D key, and you're going to click this line and click the edge of your first rectangle. I'm going to make this, for the sake of demonstration, 45 degrees. 45 degrees. There we go. And then I'm going to make this 3 inches by 1 inch. And click check. So really, this is the minimal that you're going to need in order to do a loft. You can do it with other parts too, but if you're just doing it completely from scratch, this is like the least you're going to need. If you're doing from one to the other, you can also do a loft like this. This is smaller than this. It'll also make a loft. I'll show that probably in like a moment. But you don't need it to be like at an angle in order to see it. It just looks just a little cooler, and you'll see the effect of the loft much better. But now you click on your loft. You click on it, and then it says profile. So then click your first rectangle. Nothing's going to happen yet, but then after you click your second rectangle, something's going to happen. Wait for it. Boom. It starts kind of like curving around. You see, like, it kind of extrudes it, and then it starts off, the extrude starts off as the size of the first rectangle, and then basically curves around and goes down to the size of the second rectangle. Now there are a bunch of other options here, which I may go into more in depth later, but this is just the basics of what you need to know. Like I've worked with lofts, as you can tell, some of these parts right here, and I haven't had to use these, but this is just the basics you're going to need to know for the loft. So you click check, and then there you have a loft right there. And you can also add, you don't need to just have one plane, you can have multiple. Like that first part that I showed you, it had 3 planes on it, but you're going to need to make planes. If you're doing it from scratch, you're going to need to make planes in order to do your lofts. Now, what are lofts used for when you're modeling? Well, here I have some examples. So this right here is a vacuum mount. Lofts are not limited to like being parallel to each other. This is the first plane. I did the sketch on the top plane, and then I did the sketch right here on this plane right here, which is perpendicular to the top plane. And I did this third sketch right here, which is parallel to the second plane, and then that is how I could make that profile, and I could make that shape of like that vacuum mouth that some vacuums have. So it's very useful. The loft is very useful in some cases for this. And then this is the hardest one to make right here. It took me a little while, but this is a propeller right here. So if you're 3D printing an RC aircraft propeller, you can certainly make it using the loft tool. I would certainly most definitely recommend making it using the loft tool. As you can see, I had a lot of features on here, but I only had one loft for just one propeller blade, and so this is all it took to make the loft. I did 3 planes. One was at a 90-degree, one sketch was at a 90-degree angle, the next one was at a 45-degree angle, and the last one was at basically a 0-degree angle to the plane, basically. I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and certainly don't forget to check out all my other videos, especially the ones I did on Onshape. Drop a massive like on this video, share this video with other people who are interested in learning about Onshape, and as always, thank you for watching.